So I just wanted to kind of set the scene in a way and kick off the discussion. I am a founder and director of a company called Earth to Ocean, and we're an SME based in the south of the UK, down in Hamble, between Southampton and Portsmouth, and established about 10 years ago, and essentially focusing on sport and sustainability. But whilst we're small, we've been involved in that whole sport and sustainability movement in the UK South, and sailing, which is obviously key to one of the main, big activities, and the marine industry in the South has been a key player in that movement. And as a company, we've been net zero for 3 years now, accounting for our scope 1 and 2 emissions and our scope 3 travel. And the past year, we looked at all of our supply chain emissions as well and reduced that by 50%. So I guess the question I started asking myself was, does that help us get business? And the reality is we're in the business of helping organisations identify and manage those impacts, which could also be opportunities. So for us, ultimately, it's our licence to operate. So it gives us credibility if we're helping others on that journey. And we do help others. We help them create, we do a lot of work in quality and environmental management systems, and that provides a framework, a robust framework for them to manage either quality of product to client or environmental impacts of their own processes and their own manufacturing, of which carbon is obviously one. So, and typically we're taken on because they don't have a full-time resource in-house, or they don't need a full-time resource, but they need a framework and they need some guidance and they need some way to build that in-house capability, and that's what we can provide. So then I think about the sport and the sport platform. So in the major events, and I've been super lucky to be involved in like the London Olympics and in Ryder Cup and in America's Cup, worked with Sail GP, which was hosted on the South Coast last year during Cows Week. Unfortunately, this season's put on hold. But all of those activities where sport provides a platform to really engage individuals and suppliers. So we've got the framework and guidance, and then we have this platform to get out there and get people excited and get people on board with that wider sustainability journey. So when I joined Future South with its ambition to drive this low carbon economy and discussed with Claire, and I brought her along to a Future South meeting, we started looking at how we might as a region really capitalise on this opportunity that COP brings to the region, the business. And from my perspective, I guess really looking in particular at SMEs, which are prevalent across the region and which do form a major part of our economy. And then I guess in being involved in sport, is all about the race, and it is one we all need to win. It's not one that one person can win. It needs to be a collaborative effort. So thinking whether Future South and the southern region could actually really lead, this momentum on this journey to Glasgow. So we did start and have started putting some thought in around a framework which could help all organisations be a part of this race to zero, where maybe we could agree the reporting and the measurement parameters so we could share and align so everyone's talking the same language and talking the same story. And then looking at how we can transition to net zero, ultimately with a vision that could we, through supporting carbon positive or carbon sequestration projects across the South, in essence, create our own closed carbon cycle. So whilst we're measuring and reducing our own carbon emissions, we also, through environmental enhancement projects or through technical projects, we're actually also sequestering that carbon at the same time. So really interested in can we create this collaborative movement and bring all organisations along on the journey.